Yo, man, we ready to talk about the time they found Mom Deuce dead and shit, man. Story takes place October 2013. It was a Sunday. I'm at the crib where I reside at now. Gets a phone call. Don't nobody never call my damn phone. So if my phone rings, it's very shocking. So on a Sunday morning too, I'm playing Xbox. So it was my homie. Now this during church hours. Him and my little brother and shit goes to the same church. First thing that come out his mouth was like, yo. When I said hello, he was like, yo, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think they found your mama dead and shit. Huh? What? To this day, I cannot tell you all the feeling I was going through during that moment. It's a surreal feeling that it's hard to explain. You get what I'm saying? But okay, now we ready to rewind. Okay, back in 2005, right? January. My daddy dies like a day after New Year's and shit, right? Okay. The day of the funeral, gets back home. I was 24 years old. I wasn't 25 yet, but I was turning 25 that year in August. So this is January, so I'm 24. We gets back home from the funeral. Now you know, when you have funeral arrangements and shit at your house, family house or whatever, the funeral home people bring you all on the visitation stand and shit. So when people come in the house, they can sign it and say, you get what I'm saying, and so forth. And they give you chairs for people. You get what I'm saying? Basically like a wake. You get what I'm saying? That's what we call it down in the South, a wake. But it's days of family and friends getting together, gathering before the funeral. So the day of the funeral, goes through the funeral, gets back home. The funeral people gets their stuff now. You get what I'm saying? They go about their business and shit, right? Mom Deuce looks at me and tells me like, yo, man, she ain't said like I'm saying it, but she was basically saying like, you at the age now, you grown, you supposed to been had stuff going on for yourself. The only reason why you was still here is because of your daddy. Now your daddy is gone. Now you got to find somewhere to stay and just live your life and be grown and shit. What type of shit is that to tell a person whose father just passed? Now I don't know nobody else that I can speak on. Well, you know, numerous people who always diss their father, be like, man, fuck that man. I ain't got them know him. He won in my life, but I can't say that. I got the same name as my father, look the same, and he was in my life. You get what I'm saying? Me and my brother in the same household with our father and mother. So you know the death of my parents hit a little bit different than others. So yeah, when we gets back to the crib and shit, you know she tells me that and shit. So throughout my years as I got older and shit, even somewhat when I was a little kid, I used to talk back and shit. I always felt rebellious towards certain shit if I felt like I was targeted, you get what I'm saying, and wasn't in the wrong for something. But long story short, I didn't even argue back with my mom or anything. I packed everything that I had, as far as like whatever I had, valuable and shit, put it in 2 trash bags, and I can remember just walking up the street, not knowing where the fuck I was gonna lay my head at. You get what I'm saying? Like your parents threaten you with that shit when you were a kid. Well, not a kid, but you know when you're a teenager, or you know when you somewhat of an age, still stand with them like, yo, man, you ain't following our rules. You in here eating up our food and talking back and this and that. Go stay with your buddies or homeboys. See where they let you stay there and stuff, and run their house. You know how parents used to be saying that shit. So at the end of the day, that wasn't the case with me. I ain't have no buddies or no house to go to. That shit was rough, y'all. I'm telling you. just buried my father. Not even grieving over I don't even know how to grieve because I'm on some shit like it's winter time. It's January. You get what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out where the fuck I'm gonna stay at. So, make a long story short, I was out here homeless, sleeping in abandoned houses and shit like that. Somewhat of I blame me and shit. Well, I blame me fully because I had too much pride to reach out to people and let them know, like, yo, man, I'm homeless, man. I ain't got nowhere to go, man. Like, honestly, I'm hungry and I need somewhere to go. It's winter, it's cold out here. You get what I'm saying? I just had too much pride, so them years I was homeless, that shit was on me and shit. You get what I'm saying? And then meeting females here and there, getting in relationships with them and, staying with them. So that's the only how I had a roof on my head. But for years I was homeless out this motherfucker. So I say all of that to say this. When I say rewind, I'm just giving y'all a brief story and shit. Well, it ain't brief because I done went around the board with it, but yeah, Mom Dukes. Once she put me out the house, it was just like, yo, okay, Daddy gone. She put me out, so my aunt used to let me come over there and fix bologna sandwiches and shit, and take me a bath and shit like that. But after that, I had to go. You get what I'm saying? So I'm back out here in the streets, but at least I put a bologna sandwich. You get what I'm saying? My system or something. But and all of this was in '06 now. That's when my daddy died and shit. So years goes by and shit. Okay, I see my mama every now and again, but I don't really speak, you get what I'm saying? And she don't really speak like that, you get what I'm saying? So I'm hearing little stories and shit. Cause she had little spells like this when it was just me and her at the house. When my father was, out running the streets, you know what I'm saying? After he get off work, he take his bath and go get with the buddies and shit, be a player and shit, and come back home. But during the time he was gone, me and Mom used to be sitting watching Oprah Winfrey show or just some TV show on TV and shit. So I kind of got sidetracked because, man, I was just thinking about little moments I had with Mom Dukes and shit like that. But yeah, man, but I don't know what made me get to start telling that story because I got sidetracked thinking on some other shit. But long story short, man, Mom Dukes, when she put me out, it was basically like I was just out here. So, I know where I was getting at. Okay, when me and Mom Dukes used to be sitting watching TV and shit, I took notice of she used to be froze and shit. So I was like, what the fuck? Come to find out, she was having seizures and shit, right? So, the typical seizure that we used to is like somebody shaking uncontrollably. You get what I'm saying? So that's the seizures I'm used to. So I used to see my mama stuck and found out that like, yo, she having a seizure attack. So I used to have to go put a cold rag over her face and pop her on the face a couple of times. Not smack her, y'all. You get what I'm saying? But you know how you trying to bring somebody to life and shit. Man, that shit was miserable, yo, going through that shit. But when she come to back to reality and shit out of her seizure, she used to always look up and be like, boy, what the hell you doing standing over me and shit like that? You get what I'm saying? So I say that to say this. When them years I was homeless out here in the streets, people used to tell me like, yo, I done seen your mom at Food Line, man. She done had a seizure in there. They done called the ambulance. When the ambulance get there, your mama got them kind of talking shit like, I ain't getting on the ambulance. I'm good. I'm fine. See, my mom was always like kind of stubborn and shit. You get what I'm saying? But long story short, I don't know where the seizures came from because when we was a kid, I can never remember my mom having seizures and shit. I can remember shit like that because I'm a very observant person. I did a test one time and I was 99% observant. You get what I'm saying on the test? Cause I can see shit that others can't see. So you know how you can have a picture of a dog, like 4 pictures, and you got to find out look at the picture and see what's wrong with the picture. I can spot that shit quick. But long story short, man, my mom used to have seizures and shit, and people used to be telling me, man, I used to be out here worried as hell, but I was damn worried about when the fuck I'ma sleep and where I'ma get food from. Let alone she having seizures and shit, and denying goddamn treatment and shit. So the girls went on and shit. My homeboy starts a pressure washing business and shit. So I was never shit in life. You get what I'm saying? By that time, I was on my second felony, been to prison twice, and cause I was in prison when I got out of prison. My daddy died 3 months after that. You get what I'm saying? That was my first bid. So I was never shit in life. So I remember telling my mom, like, Mom, I done got this little gig going with my homeboy. He got a pressure washer business going on. And I'm showing her the business cards and shit like that. She looked at me and said, boy, that ain't no real job or something. You get what I'm saying? So my mama always wanted, like, better for me and my little brother and shit. So she felt like, yo, a pressure washer business, you get what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't feeling that. She wanted me to have, like, a real 9 to 5. You get what I'm saying? Let alone get my GED and shit. Then get a better job. But I remember me having a dream and shit where it was really a nightmare of my mama dying in my sleep now, in my dreams and shit, right? And we trying to revive her, and I wakes up. So I don't know if my mama died during that time in reality, but a Friday comes, my mother job calls her and let her know, like, hey, are you coming to work Saturday? We might need you. And they said, my mother said, yeah, she coming in. Now they talked to her Friday night. Saturday come. She don't show up to work. They don't hear shit from her. So they was like, that shit ain't like my mom's and shit. So they knew where my mom stayed at. She stayed in an apartment complex. So they gets in touch with the office and lets them know, like, hey, can y'all do a wellness check or something? We can't find my mom's name was Queen, so they were like, we can't get in contact with Queen. She's supposed to came to work, and they ain't like her for not to call us, because they were calling her phone and all of that shit. So, long story short, y'all know these apartment complex, they have a maintenance man that, you know, pretty much got the keys to here and there and shit. So, I think him along with a police went to do a awareness check, and they felt my mom and shit on the side of the bed and shit, blood all over her face and bed and shit. You get what I'm saying? So, and I'm on some shit like, yo, my mom had a motherfucking seizure, yo, and won't nobody dare to motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, like shake her out of it. So she had a seizure in her sleep or something and fell off the bed and hit her face on side of the table on side of her bed, and yo, that shit fucked with me, man. You get what I'm saying? So when I got that call from my homeboy, like, yo, I don't know how to tell you this, but your brother just ran out of church. I think somebody called the pastor to let him know, like, my brother Derek, mother, they just found his mother and shit. So that's what my homeboy was telling me. That's how I got the call and shit, and that's how I knew anything. So when I had a scooter and shit. So at the same house I stay at now, I drove all the way from here on the scooter to the city limit. It was cold as hell on that goddamn scooter. I guess their family, everybody around and shit. So I was mainly looking for my little brother and my sister. She's a few years older than us. If I'm 42, she probably like 49 or some shit like that. So she was the one that like handled anything if something was to happen to our mother, because that was all we had and shit, because our daddy was gone. And other than that, so my brother didn't want to go, but me, my sister, and my aunt goes to the hospital to view the body and shit. And they kept telling me, like, yo, you ain't got to go in there. You get what I'm saying? I was like, man, I want to see my mom and shit. Man, I goes in there, she stretched out on the bed and shit. You know, they got her covered up. They blew the cover over her face and stuff. Dried up blood around her mouth and everything. I was like, man, she done had a goddamn seizure that bit through her tongue and shit, and it fell off the bed and it hit her face on the coffee table and shit. But on her death certificate, I tried to make sure I read that motherfucker on the autopsy. It was like her cause of death was I can't even pronounce this shit. ELL something. I want to say epileptical or some shit. Y'all might know what I'm talking about. I think it's like when you known of having a history of seizures or some shit. But yeah, man, that shit fucked with me for years. I was like, yo, to the point where when we went to bury my mom and shit, I used to go to my mom's grave every day for a whole year because I was like, yo, she cold as hell in that grave and shit, man. I wouldn't leave the grave for shit, yo. You get what I'm saying? So that's my story of how I felt. Well, I ain't really say how I felt, but y'all already know. It's like you can't really explain that shit. So I done lost both of my rocks. So that's why I be hard for those other people that know me through this social media. And you ever hear my dialogue or how I speak on shit and always content with being recluse and shit, y'all see why. I done been through shit. So if you are not receiving love out here, why would you be so friendly to go out here and be sociable and shit? So that's why I'm so very content with being recluse, man. You get what I'm saying? Because I lost both of my rocks, my mother and father. I ain't got one of them stories like a broken home and shit like that. Nah. You get what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't got one of those stories, but and I got a story I'm gonna tell on my father on the next gig and shit, but yeah, man. And y'all wanna know something, man, on some real shit. I've been battling all of this shit alone. All these years and shit. Like, I finally realized when people ask you like are you and your family close? And I used to be like, yeah, because we knew one another, but close is hearing from one another each day. You get what I'm saying? Checking up on one another, pulling up on one another. Don't nobody give a fuck about me or ever showed me that shit as far as like in a relationship or family. You get what I'm saying? So for me to lose my father and not able to grieve over his death because I was told to get out the house. So I always been hit with letdowns in life and shit like that to the point where I don't think y'all ever see me happy like that. You get what I'm saying? You might see me laugh or joke every now and again on this little shit I be, when I drop content and shit. But yeah, man, shit has been rough mentally. You get what I'm saying? And to the point where I supposed to be on motherfucking meds for anxiety and post-traumatic stress and shit like that, right? But I'm on some shit like I want to remain sane if I'm thinking I'm sane, and I don't want to end up like a robot, like these individuals that we see out here that's heavily medicated. You get what I'm saying? To the point where you lose yourself and you don't know what reality is. I'm not. That's the only reason why I ain't take those meds and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? But this shit rough, man. This shit rough. And then like when I go into town in my little city, I have to pass where I grew up at. You get what I'm saying? So imagine just riding and reminiscing and certain songs and shit are nostalgic moments and shit. Like you can think of like you done seen your mama and daddy dancing to this certain songs or something. So it be little moments like that. But y'all want to know the crazy shit about this shit? Those of you all that still have your parents and shit, and motherfuckers be like, I done did this with mom or whatever the case. I be rooting that shit. I'm like, where y'all still got y'all moms and shit? But at the end of the day, at the age of 42, I'm not going to say I'm at relief, but I can honestly say I can cope with it a lot better now because they are. My mom been gone since what 2013. October ready to hit right now. So next month will make it 10 years. My daddy been gone since '05. So what's that? That's 18 years. You get what I'm saying? So I've been juggling all this shit alone mentally. Alone. No best of buddies, no significant others, or none of that shit. So I applaud myself for endurance and motherfucking for sanity. You get what I'm saying? Cause shit like this has been a made a motherfucker cuckoo